Hi, me again. Uh, it's a different day, I swear. I'm wearing. Just realized I'm wearing the same thing I wore last time. Same exact thing. This is my cozy clothes for for in the house right now. I'm wearing different pants though. I was wearing jeans last time, so that's different. Hi. Still don't know what I'm doing with this. So I'm just gonna talk. Man, I always have ideas for what I'm gonna say. Like, oh yeah, I want to talk about this. This is what I want to say, and I have an idea. And then I turn on the camera, and I hit the record button, and it's just like gone. So, I'm Kit. Duh. I today was exhausting. A little bit. I also it could have been better. Kind of my own doing on that. Kind of it could have been better because of me. Honestly, like I said last time, I getting a little tired of consuming. So today is a great example of that. Of why I'm so tired of just consuming. It's because consuming took up so much of my day today. It wasted a lot of time that could have been used to do something, to make progress on something, to make more progress on what I'm working on, all the different things that I'm trying to do. I've got so much I need to do in this house to really make it my own and clean it up. It doesn't look terrible. I mean, you can see all that stuff, but there's trash literally directly my left, a pile of boxes and trash that I need to take out and put in my car to take. There's crap everywhere that just needs a place or needs cleaned up. There's pots and pans or a pot and a pan on the stove that needs cleaned and put away. There's, I vacuumed today though. I vacuumed the kitchen, and cleaned that up, and I did organize some cookie sheets and pans that I needed to, and I cooked dinner. I cooked dinner today instead of just eating something quick or eating some of my food. So I've been trying to get in shape. You can't really tell, and that's kind of the point. I want to be as anonymous, I guess, as possible. I mean, you know my name, and woman, maybe. But you can't really tell. I'm overweight. I mean, maybe you could. I don't know, maybe you guessed. Congratulations. I'm not, like, morbidly obese. I'm kind of close, I think. Either way, whatever label you want to put on it, I don't like how I love my body now, and that's something that I've not always been able to say. But this past year, I've really learned how to love my body and respect it. And part of respecting my body is treating it properly. And treating it properly is giving it what it needs. And not giving it what it doesn't need or what could harm it. So I want to drop weight, gain muscle, for the figure that I want to have and the woman that I want to be and the look I want to have. I have goals there, not because, you're fat, no, you're, whatever. I want to do it for me because I have an image of who I want to be, and part of her is being lean, and being strong. And I don't need like big bulking muscles, but I'd like to have definition. I have some definition in my biceps that's coming in, and my legs, which is, I've never really had that before. I've always been an overweight girl my whole life. I wasn't raised how to understand what like a healthy relationship with food was, so I've been figuring that out, and part of that is meal prepping, because I work so often. I just buy out. Financially, I cannot afford to keep doing that. But I also don't have the time during the week to just make dinner or make, I don't have the ability to make food while I'm at work. I kind of eat whenever there's time, and I need something I can pop in the microwave, or they have like a little air fryer there that I can use. Excuse me. So I need something that I can just toss in there. I can also order food, and that's what I've been doing for a while since I've started working there more. I order food, I get half off food, but not only is it an unhealthy choice physically, it's an unhealthy choice financially. Okay. It's getting a bit hard to breathe with the double bandana. So I'm gonna try. I'm still figuring out a good mask situation that isn't just like a normal N90 whatever mask, because I think I want to have some sort of style. Bandana is not gonna be it for forever, especially because when I breathe, I just but this is a little better. I just folded it down. Anyway, yeah, I want to feel healthy. I want to be healthy, and I want to give my body what it needs and what it deserves, because my body is my buddy. My body is beautiful, and it's special. It's my own, and it's been with me my whole life. It knows me better than, And I haven't had always a good relationship with my body. I've struggled with self-harm. I don't really have many scars anymore, because I never did anything that was very long-lasting. But I would abuse my body because I didn't like the fact that it wasn't what I wanted. So I want to change that. Alright. After fighting with my bandana for way too long, just because I'm getting good enough, so yeah, I want to, point of all this is, all of that tangent, so I'm trying to meal plan, and make food ahead of time so I can have healthier food at work that's going to be satiating, that'll be, giving my body what it needs, and it will hopefully help me meet my physical and maybe mental, my physical goals with how I want my body to feel, and how I want to look, what I want to be capable of doing, because, you can't move as well when you're 250 pounds. Trust me. 250 maybe. I think my highest weight was 240, maybe 235. I remember 235 being a definite, I hit that weight. But I may have gotten a little bigger. But now I am down, last I checked I was 190. And the smallest that I've been, or the least that I've weighed, has been, recently, has been 182. And that was how I was feeling my best. You can just move without hurting, and you can do stuff without, I can cross my legs. I can hold my leg up here like I usually sit. I could never do that for very long without it hurting, or with having to lift my leg up with my hands to get it up. But when you're smaller, I don't have all that body fat in the way, and I've got some muscle now, I just feel better. So that's what I want to do. I want to feel better and treat my body how I think it best deserves to be treated. So that's what I'm going to do. So today, again, more to the point, today I meal prepped, kind of. I bulk made food. I made dinner, and I just made a lot, and put it in containers, and put it in the fridge, and that'll be lunch and dinner this week, along with the food that I made on Sunday. Yesterday, I don't know. So yeah. But I could have done more today. I should have. I planned to. And I got stuck in the loop again of just YouTube. I don't use Instagram anymore. I still have it on my phone, but I took it off my home screen. So I have to actively go search for it in my apps to open it. And that, as soon as I made that change, I just slowly used it less and less. And now, I think I opened it yesterday, was on it for like 2 minutes, and then got off. I don't need it, obviously, but I also don't look for it anymore. YouTube is what gets me now. I do have a TikTok account, but I haven't had TikTok, oh goodness, probably, I think I've had it on my phone collectively for about 3 months. Like, I had it and then I deleted it. I never liked it, and it seemed like such a pointless app to me for what I want to do and how I want to spend my time. YouTube is a little different. I like learning stuff. I like gaming videos and things. They're fun to have on in the background or just to watch, to enjoy. Entertainment is still entertainment. I want the focus to be more on like longer form entertainment though, so I'm not just like hit dopamine, and constantly searching. I do struggle at times to I skip from video to video, trying to find something that'll make my brain go hee hee, which I want to cut back on that too. But no, I got home and I was looking, and I'm like, okay, cool, I'll make it home around 4 o'clock. After I ran some errands and stuff, and I got home at 4. I didn't get into my house till 5 because I sat in my car in the driveway just scrolling through YouTube and watching shit that literally I could not tell you a single thing that I watched. I could not recite any of it. Maybe I know I watched one of those stupid Reddit videos where it's the AI voice reading a Reddit story, and there's just a bunch of shit happening on the screen where it's the soap cutting or the random gadgets being made and food being whatever random stuff. Those get me because I'm like, oh wow, interesting story. But if I want to hear about someone's life, I can go look for people that I actually enjoy watching, or that there's so many people talking about their life and stuff that goes on. Or I could, if I want to hear a cool story about some crazy crap, I could text my friend and be like, hey, tell me a random story or this and that. I don't know. I don't need that type of consumption. It doesn't benefit me at all. And I literally could not tell you what happened, nor does it affect my life or change my life in any meaningful capacity. But I sat there for 1 hour just watching stuff like that. Watching random shorts of a TV show that I'm never going to watch, or a movie that maybe I want to see, or maybe I'm never going to see. And it's just, it's pointless. It's painful, honestly. I feel it affecting my head and my eyes physically, and I know it affects my mind because it's draining. It's It's almost like when you nap for too long, or like you nap just wrong and you wake up and you like don't really know what's going on, and you don't like, you know, your head feels like that weird stale kind of feeling. It kind of like it builds that up in me when I'm just chronically on my device doing nothing. Like when I'm studying or if I'm creating something, I might get that weird like feeling in my head or my eyes, but I don't feel like, it's more just like eye exhaustion for looking at a screen. That's a little different. But like when I'm mentally just like a drone, like I'm just basically drooling over my screen, just scrolling, swiping, whatever, it has no benefit. So that's one thing I want to change. And if I did change that, if I did better on that today, I could have gotten more done. I cooked dinner, I vacuumed, I organized, and I cleaned some, but I wanted to vacuum the living room, and I wanted to, sort stuff in my room. I have a bed frame coming, I think tomorrow, and my bedroom is not really in a spot where I can just move my mattress and build a bed frame. I've got stuff in there, and I could be doing it right now, and I'm choosing to do this instead. I recognize that. It's 10 o'clock at night. I'm going to be going to bed in about an hour, maybe less, depending on how long this lasts. And I wanted to create something because I consumed so much today. I want to balance it out. And, yeah. I am happy with what I did today. I definitely, like I keep saying, could have done more. So I'm not going to beat myself up about it. I'm not going to, wag my finger in the mirror and say, you did bad and you could have done better. Because that's not going to do anything for me. I already know. And getting down on myself is just going to make me feel worse and make it less likely for me to change. So, good job, Kit. You can do better tomorrow. Don't let tomorrow be a repeat of today. So anyone watching this, maybe take that. If you're struggling with something, a habit, or some sort of thing that you just like, you can't feel like you break out of the loop. You feel like you can't stop. Can't break through it. Can't, take that next step to improve. 1%. 1% every day is all that anybody ever should, at minimum. At minimum, just 1%. And 1% is better than 0%. 1% every day. In a year, you're going to be somewhere so different. Because that's 365% better than where you would have been. If that's 1% better every day. 365. So, I don't know. Again, today just kind of, I wanted to talk about my day, and I guess give some life advice. Oh, cat ears. I really love this hat. These hats are so easy to make. I think it's a little big. Like I could have made it a bit smaller, but they're so easy to make. It's literally just crochet a long rectangle, fold it in half, and then like you sew it, and then you put it on your head, and it's a cat hat. It's so cute. It's so simple. So, should I do crochet tutorials? I've tried one before. It was terrible. I didn't post it anywhere or do anything with it, but I could do it. What do you think? What would you want to see? I could teach you how to crochet hats and stuff. That's what I love doing stuff like that. Hats, and I made bags. I made all sorts of stuff. So if you want help learning, I want to do that. I want to teach people. I want to teach people how to make and how to create, because like this super cute, super simple, There's nothing really special about it, but it's special to me. Because this didn't exist. And it would not exist if I didn't exist. Because I wouldn't have made it. And yeah, people make the cat hats and these exist, like, but this one, with this yarn, and this color, this size, and this one would not exist if I didn't exist. Flaws and all, you know? And just like that, the really little cow painting I have. I mean, everything that I've made, it would not exist. It wouldn't be a thing if I didn't create it, if I didn't make it. So what are you making? What are you giving to the world that wouldn't be there without you? I mean, these videos are part of that for me. It wouldn't be there if I didn't decide to sit down and turn on my laptop and just hit record and then post it to the ether. So, what are you making today? And if anyone's actually watching this and hearing this question, I do want to know. Comment. Share with me what you're making and maybe why. It doesn't even have to be, you don't have to be an artist to create. I think people put too much pressure and weight on artistry and crafts and like perfecting a craft and an art form. Like, it can be as simple as, I don't know, maybe you sort, maybe you like work with money at your job if you're like a cash register or something, and you sort the bills a certain way, or you take the time to organize all of them so they're facing the right way. And you don't have to, but maybe you have to, but it wouldn't have been done if you didn't do it. Maybe you're the only one at your work that like turns all of the cans, the face out to look pretty, and like on the shelf or in the cooler. Like, you turn everything to make it look nice, and you're the only one that takes the time to do that. Maybe you have a really great relationship with an animal, like maybe a pet or just a companion or a random bird. I don't know, it could be anything, and that animal wouldn't know love and companionship if you weren't there. I've seen that a lot. I have a friend who, she recently lost a companion, and she was in pain, saying, like, I don't know if I could have done more in his life, and I could have given him more, and I failed him ultimately in a lot of ways. But I had to remind her, like, he didn't know what love was. He lived a life of abuse and pain before he met you. And she had him for about 7 years, I think, before he passed away recently. And like, those were the best 7 years of his whole life. I think he was 20. And it's like, you gave him the best 20 years, the best the best 7 years out of his 20, like the best years of his life. He knew love, and he knew how to be safe, and how to love, and how to feel home. And he would never have gotten that if it wasn't for her. So, what are you creating in your life? And if you can't find a single thing right now that you're creating, start making something. Start singing, or learn an instrument, or writing in any capacity. Writing songs, writing books, writing short stories, art. Go befriend some stray dogs and start a rescue. Foster some relationships at work. Maybe you create, and maybe an environment is what you create. You don't, create something physical, but you create a a work environment that is welcoming and comforting and safe. Maybe, goodness, maybe you provide opportunity for people, like a hairstylist. Maybe you don't do crazy, insane, cool hairstyles. Maybe you just know how to cut hair and wash it really well, and even just a simple trim can make someone feel amazing. And the opportunity for someone to express self-love to themselves, you're a part of that. If you work at a spa or a massage, you're a masseuse. You don't create something, and maybe you're awkward and socially you can't really create, an environment in like a person-to-person way, but still, what you're doing is creating an opportunity for that person to maybe feel cared for. Maybe they feel like, maybe that's the first time they've ever taken the time to take care of themselves and to splurge on themselves and really have a me day. People don't do that a lot. Well, some people don't. Some people do that way too often. Some people don't do that ever. And we're still learning how to love ourselves. Maybe you're someone who helps without even knowing. So, whatever you're doing in life, create. It doesn't have to be physical. But create something. Do something. Every single person impacts this earth in some way. It's like, and you think like, how? The world is so massive. How can I impact it? And what I just thought of was like, when we have pets. The pets, like if you have a dog from when they were a puppy, they're going to grow and they're going to pass, more than likely, before you do. And maybe to that dog, or to us, that dog was a part of our world, part of our life. But to the dog, we were their whole world. Like you were their whole life. And that kind of mindset can be taken elsewhere in life too. I mean, maybe to a stranger, you just smiled awkwardly because you made eye contact and you're just trying to be nice. And you may be super socially awkward and don't really know, but you smiled and gave them a little nod, and you don't know. Maybe that person hasn't had a single person acknowledge them or smile at them in what feels like forever. We will never know how much we impact other people's lives and how much we help other people. So, don't be afraid to do it. Be you, be authentic, and if you want to help people, you will. Whether you know it or not, I don't know, but if you want to help people, you will. And sometimes you help people without even trying. I've learned that. I ask my friend all the time, what can I do for you? And she's not someone who needs much. She's a very low maintenance friend. I am not that way. I'm a little bit of a high maintenance person. Getting better. Part of it was unhealthy, but part of it's just I'm more of an extrovert. I'm a little needy with people that I love. But she tells me all the time, when I ask, what can I do? I feel like I'm not doing enough for you. And she's like, you're doing everything. You being here, you just sitting next to me is help. And I don't really understand that, because I feel like I'm doing nothing, but she tells me it helps, and I trust her and I love her, so I will continue to sit next to her if that's what she needs. Remember that helping other people isn't about you as well. If it's someone that you really care about and you truly want to help them in how they say, listen to them, basically. If they're telling you, hey, sitting here and sharing a cup of coffee with me is going to help me, don't sit there and, do something different that you think will help them more. They're telling you, listen to them. You can never... I don't know. Never... I don't want to say you can never not be too humble, because I feel like you can, to a degree. Because too humble maybe then turns into self-deprecation, and that's not good. But everybody can stand to be more humble, I think. Most everybody can, humble yourself and listen to others. I don't really know where this video went. I really went on a tangent there. I have a lot of wishes. Things I wish I could do. Things that I wish I was better at. Things that I wish I was born talented, with this thing. And because I love it. I wish I could sing better. And I could do stuff to learn. But if I'm being honest, I don't think I love singing enough. I don't think I want it enough to really dedicate money and time to learning to be better. So I can't really complain about not being great at it. But, I wish I was a great artist. In like a physical, like a pen and paper. Some people are insane with what they can make, and I'm not terrible, but I never can imagine something and then put it onto paper. I've never been able to do that. I always have to copy or have references, like very detailed, exact references of what I want to make. And for forever, for literally up until a month ago, I thought that made me a bad artist. That I couldn't do art, I couldn't draw or paint or do any of that because it's not original, it's not me, and it's not good enough. But I went to the painting class and painted that cow and realized that I don't need to be good. I can just paint because I like the way the paint feels on the paintbrush going over the canvas. Who cares if I'm copying something? I'm not doing it to get money. I'm not doing it to be an artist and to follow, that as a career. I just want to make something. I want to enjoy doing something that I enjoy. So, paint, draw, sing, do whatever you love to do because you love to do it. Don't worry about being the best. And if you find something that you want to be the best at, go for it, man. But you don't need to be perfect at everything. I'm talking to myself, kind of. I'm talking to myself here more than anything. Is you don't need to be perfect at everything. You don't need to be good at everything. You can just do. I sing in the shower, and I sing and dance around my house like a maniac when I'm in the mood and have the energy. Not because I want to be a dancer or be a singer. Being a dancer would be fun. I've considered it. Ultimately, though, I do it because I love it, and it's fun, and it makes me smile. And that's what matters to me right now. I want to make me smile and make me happy. And I know that when I have me rooted in proper things, if I'm happy and I'm loving myself and being authentic to who I am, that's ultimately it, is learning how to be authentic and who I am. Who is Kit? When I find her and she is just running wild and free, that is when I can be the best person for everybody. That's where I'm at in life right now. And that starts with cleaning my kitchen, cooking meals so I can eat at work without having to financially and physically take a setback of eating a big old greasy pizza and spending $5 that I don't have on food when I can just make it at home. It's better for me financially, it's better for me physically, and mentally I'm more at peace. It starts with putting my phone down, closing YouTube, not getting sucked into scrolling, doing what I need to do before I do what I want to do, and figuring out a good balance. Starts with loving me. I don't know if any of this made sense. I don't know how I'm going to edit this down. I've been recording for almost an hour. So I'll probably be getting ready for bed soon. And starting tomorrow. Every day is a new day. So I'm excited for that. Hopefully my words are meaningful to someone. We'll see if someone sees this. If you're watching this, thank you for listening to me ramble. I am a talkative person, but I don't like talking to people. I don't like talking people's ear off, especially about myself. I feel like it's a bit, I don't know, selfish, kind of, like self-important. I like listening to people. I also struggle talking freely to a lot of people, so this is kind of a way that I can just word vomit, and if you want to listen, you'll stick around, and if you don't, you're already gone by now because you went to go watch something else or do something else, so, which is lovely. Like, I don't do these to try and get people to stay. I do these for me, and in the hope that in doing this for me, someone maybe feels a little less alone, or feels a little helped or inspired or something. I don't know. Point being, I don't know. I'm just here in my dorm, wondering what to say next. If you are watching, let me know, I guess, if you'd like. If you want to interact, you're more than welcome to. If not, no worries on that either. But if you have, I don't know, questions or something, I'm new to this. Excuse me. The plan is just to talk about my life and talk about whatever's going on up here, like a diary, but not virtual, digital. I have my journal that I write in every night, or most nights. This is a little easier. Oftentimes my wrist cramps up, and writing is difficult. So, but now my PC is about to die, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop this. Y'all have a good day. Oyasumi, and kamsahamnida.